All right, thank you to Mr. Monson and our wind ensemble. Good evening, students, parents, guardians, staff, and all of our special guests tonight. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. My name is Joe Weichhorst, and I am proud to be able to serve as the principal of Hauppauge High School and give the class of 2026 the send-off they deserve. I hope you all enjoy the ceremony tonight. To start off tonight, I'd like to invite Serena Narang, our class vice president, to the podium to lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance. As Serena makes her way here, I'd like everyone to please rise for the pledge and remain standing after the pledge for the national anthem, which will be performed by our chamber choir, directed by Ms. Contino.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glistened, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you again to our chamber choir. You may all be seated. So to get us started tonight, I would like to now introduce our senior class president, and in many ways, my deputy principal, Hannah Harton, to the podium. Real quick, yes, let's hear it for Hannah. Hannah is also our first graduating ex officio student board member, so she is a Board of Education graduate as well tonight. So Hannah, you hold a place in Hauppauge history. Welcome, Hannah.
Thank you.
Good evening, Hauppauge administration, my fellow Board of Education members, selfless faculty, proud families, and most importantly, the 291 students seated in front of me in their caps and gowns. Thank you for being here with us this evening. Last year at graduation, Mr. Weichhorst and I had taken a picture together on stage in front of this very podium, laughing about how in a year we would both be speaking at it. As we walked down the steps to my left, he stopped me, patted me on the shoulder, and said, 364 days, Hannah. It will be here before you know it. I wish I could tell you he was wrong, but he wasn't. I started drafting bits and pieces of this as early as 5th grade as I wrote my speech for Bretton Woods, in hopes that I would be up here today. Yet over the past few months, I found myself repeating the same question. How am I supposed to fit 13 years into 3 short minutes? Which is why I told everyone I'd be taking 5. A few weeks ago, I was sitting at the beach watching the sunset over the water with my mom. Ahead of us, there was a group of little kids, probably around 5 years old, complaining because they didn't want to leave and they didn't want their playtime to end. One of their parents gathered them for a final photo that none of them wanted to pose for. They rushed through it with half smiles and immediately ran back to the shoreline, the same way we would have back then. It reminded me of childhood and how many of our lives have been spent growing up in the sand living on Long Island. The thing that struck me about this moment, though, was the idea of how fast life changes. I remember thinking that one day they would look back on that photo fondly, wondering how all that time turned into a memory so quickly, similarly to the way that so many of us are doing now. Somehow, those kids who couldn't wait to run back into the water became the graduates sitting in front of me tonight. And just like that, here we are. Where I could stand up here thanking everyone I've ever known, there are a few people who deserve a special recognition tonight. To Mrs. Clark and Mrs. Coppola, you two have been the twin pillars for not only our class these past 4 years, but more importantly for me. Capola, you are one of the kindest people I've ever known, and you put so much thought into everything you do. I truly believe that you are the only other person who values sentiment as much as I do. Thank you for every class surprise that you have thought up for us with such care and worked so hard to keep a secret, especially from me, because you know how much I hate surprises. Your heart really is made of gold. Clark, my partner in crime and soul teacher, I'm so grateful for the bond we have created, despite the fact that I've never taken one of your classes. It's hard to think that next year you won't be down the hall for every moment, no matter how big or small, and you won't be there to print things last minute for me, make my entire grad cap today at noon, or leave me in your room until 7 p.m. last night to finish the senior video. I don't know what I'll do without you always saving my back. Thank you for having a room that every student feels welcome in, giving the best advice, and always making us laugh through it all. Whether it be our unforgettable senior Disney trip, coordinating 2 beautiful proms on the water, a stunning banquet, senior days, and countless school events, you both have always supported our dreams and wishes and made each of them come true. We couldn't have gotten any luckier than having the dynamic duo for our advisors. To my officers, Serena, thank you for always bringing an exciting story to every meeting. Julie, for always telling me my grandiose ideas are great and supporting them. And Trin, thank you for knocking down those ideas when they become too grandiose and coming up with a more reasonable solution. I thank the 5 of you for every heartfelt moment, every well-thought plan, and every laugh that has come from one of our Don't Say the G Word group chat jokes, which here we are on the night of the G Word. It has been a pleasure working alongside you, and it is safe to say you'll cross my mind every Wednesday at 2:15 for quite some time. Where each person I've thanked has left their mark on me, my final thank you belongs to the person who has shaped every part of who I am. Mom, throughout my life you've said so many things that have become more than just words. In my 13th birthday card, you ended it, "Live slow." On my first day of senior year, there was a note on my desk that said, "Conquer the world." And every text I receive from you always ends in "Love you more." 3 simple phrases have become 3 lessons that I carry with me every day. To slow down and appreciate the moments that are right in front of me, to know that I can achieve anything that is possible of dreaming up, and to remind those around me how loved they truly are. Thank you for making me the person who is standing up here today. I owe it all to you. If I ever become half the person you are, I will consider myself lucky. Having the privilege to be president of the Hauppauge graduating class of 2026 has given me the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than myself. Of all the titles I've held, this one has ultimately given me my purpose. I would like to thank each of you sitting in your royal blue tonight for allowing me not only to speak, but more so, find that purpose. You've turned ordinary moments into some of my most cherished memories and made each of these 4,673 days ones that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and ones that I'm sure you will too. Whether you realize it or not, each one of your classmates seated beside you has had an impact on your life, and no matter how bad you want to, you will never get to relive these exact moments with them again. Over the next few years, I hope you all find what you're looking for. Wherever life takes you, whether it's across the country or just across town, I hope you never lose the parts of you that you're found here. Hauppauge will always be your home, and the people seated beside you will always be your family. I wish nothing but the best for my fellow graduating seniors. In the next 4 years and beyond, I hope you all stay out to watch the sunset, learn to live slow, give your best smile, and tell people that you love them more. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Go out and not only conquer the world, but make it a better place along the way. I would now like to introduce our Vice President, Serena Narang, Treasurer, Juliana Asimbaya, and not only Secretary, but Public Relations for everything imaginable, Trinity Garcia, to present our class gift.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we have the honor of presenting our senior class gift. This year's gift is a plaque that displays our class slogan, "Make the days count," a phrase that represents not only the memories we have made together, but the way we hope to continue living beyond these walls.
Along with this plaque, our class has made donations to support organizations that mean so much to our community, including Care and Share, Hauppauge for Humanity, and the Rachel Quinn Children's Foundation.
Our donation to the Rachel Quinn Children's Foundation is especially meaningful to our class. Hannah, I, and many of the students sitting in front of us today had the privilege of having Mrs. Quinn as their 5th grade teacher during her first year of teaching. Anyone who knew Mrs. Quinn knew the kind of person she was, someone who cared deeply, who made every student feel important, and who brought kindness into every room she entered. If there was one thing Mrs. Quinn wanted her students to carry with them, it was the importance of being kind. The last thing she told our class before we graduated elementary school was that she would be here today, our high school graduation, to watch us move on to the next chapter of our lives. While she may not be here with us physically today, we hope she knows how many lives she's touched, how many students she's inspired, and how much she continues to mean to our community. We hope this donation serves as a small way to honor her memory and continue the kindness she taught all of us to carry forward. Thank you. I would now like to welcome back our principal, Mr. Whitehorse.
All right, thank you, class officers, and thank you to the class for such a thoughtful and meaningful gift. The plaque will be a great reminder of the mark this class is leaving behind, and the financial donations will benefit so many for years to come. I say this a lot, but I'm so grateful to have the privilege of being your principal, even if it's only for one more night. This community is like a second home to me. And when people ask me what I love about working in Hauppauge, my reply is always the same. This community comes together like no other, and tonight is even more proof of that. We have incredible people, always willing to do whatever they can to help out, and a night like tonight takes so much effort from so many. So, before we celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2026, I'd like to take a few moments to recognize the many people whose dedication, leadership, and unwavering support made this evening possible. To start, thank you to our incredible Board of Education, led by President Dave Barchet and Vice President Rob Scarito. Thank you as well to Board Trustees Mike Buscarino, Catherine Collins, Dr. Larry Craffa, Jim Kiley, and Brian Michaels. Thank you for your commitment to our students, your leadership, and your belief in the work we do every day. Thank you to our district office team, led by Dr. Don Murphy. Dr. Murphy, thank you for your guidance, your confidence in me, and for giving me the opportunity to lead this remarkable high school nearly 5 years ago. Thank you as well to Deputy Superintendent Joe Tasman and Assistant Superintendents Dr. Tim McCarthy and Dr. Rebecca Bilski. Your support allows our schools to thrive. To my teammates and personal friends, our assistant principals, Joy Ferrara, Katie Keller, and Dan Wald, thank you. There is no such thing as a one-person leadership team, and the three of you prove that every single day. Thank you for your friendship, your vision, your wisdom, your sense of humor, your willingness to put up with me, and for always putting our students first. I truly couldn't ask for better partners. I'd also like to recognize our fellow building leaders, many with us tonight. Our middle school principal, Ms. Christine O'Connor, assistant principals Christy Pagliari and Kevin Trentowski, as well as Michael Collin, the principal of Forest Brook, Scott Bullis, principal of the Pines, and Dr. Chris Smalley, the principal of Bretton Woods. The graduates seated before us began their journeys in your schools, where they built the foundations that brought them to this moment. Thank you for everything you've done to prepare them. And thank you to our incredible team of directors, also many with us tonight, who work tirelessly to align our schools and ensure that every student has the opportunity to reach their fullest potential. Kelly Barry, Leslie Brophy, Dan Butler, Gary Campanelli, Dr. Jennifer Eastman, Meredith Hansen, Dr. Laura Landor, Dr. Kristen Reingold, Dr. Rob Wankmuller, and Narelle Young. Your leadership is felt throughout our district. And to many of our teachers, our counselors, social workers, psychologists, teaching assistants, clerical staff, IT team, monitors, and nurses, thank you. Graduation is the culmination of thousands of conversations, encouraging words, stressful moments, and acts of kindness that often go unseen. Many of you are here this evening serving as chaperones or working behind the scenes to make tonight special. Thank you for all you do for our students each and every day. I'd like to give a special shout out to Mrs. Ferrara, Ms. Murata, Ms. Fazio, Mrs. Ennis, Mrs. Catolo, Mrs. Palmieri, Mrs. Stephanie, Ms. Zumo, I know I'm naming a lot of people, Mrs. Walsh, Mrs. Poma, Mrs. Sparacino, Ms. Macaluso, Mr. Swanson, and the great Mr. Scheffler for their prep work going into tonight. I think Mr. Scheffler deserves an extra special shout out tonight for manning the video board, but he is also graduating tonight as he is retiring. So let's hear it for the chef one more time. Yeah. I'd also like to recognize our custodial team led by Mark Bloom, our facilities team led by Glenn Holm, and our buildings and grounds team led by Mike Raffini. While our graduates have been preparing for this moment for years, your teams have been preparing for this evening for months and hours, especially the last couple of days. Everything you see around you, if you look around, is the result of hard work from Mr. Bloom's and Mr. Raffini's teams, and we're incredibly grateful. A heartfelt thank you also goes out to our security team, led by Gary Messina. Your professionalism, vigilance, and care allow every member of the school community to learn, work, and celebrate in a safe environment. We appreciate all that you do, and we love your hats. And finally, thank you to our parents, our guardians, grandparents, family members, and friends, especially those who have dedicated hours of their own time and their own money to make the high school experience special for this class. The diplomas our graduates receive tonight belong to them, but this achievement is shared with all of you. Thank you for the sacrifices you've made, the encouragement you gave, the rides, the reminders, maybe more reminders, the late night conversations, and the unconditional love that helped bring them to this moment. As a father of two, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, I personally know just how much work goes into simply trying to make the kids read a book or brush their teeth. So you all certainly deserve congratulations tonight as well. And finally, thank you to the students in front of me and to my side for showing me in so many ways what I hope my own children grow up to be. As I prepared my remarks for today, I found myself thinking back to something I shared with our staff at the beginning of the school year. I spoke about how even the best ideas can have unintended consequences. With the staff, most of the context of that was related to the new cell phone law in New York State schools, which I know you are all big fans of. The point was, and is, sometimes something that seems entirely positive can lead to outcomes we never expected. One of the examples I shared was when I had the bright idea last summer to bring both of my kids, by myself, by train, to their first Yankee game. It was a beautiful 1 o'clock July game. I thought it was a perfect weather day and a great plan. I had everything mapped out down to the train times and where we would enter the stadium. We were going to check out Grand Central Station, which was cool for them, watch a good game, and enjoy the whole experience of Yankee Stadium. However, a slightly unexpected monsoon arrived that afternoon, and we started getting weather warnings on our phones about torrential rain and wind around the 3rd inning, right around our second concession visit. You know those really aggressive buzzing notifications on your phone when a bad storm is coming? That's what was going on. I also spent more time on concession lines that day than watching the game. And parents, you could probably all empathize with that. And anyway, by the time we tried leaving, it was already too late. I found myself scrambling to buy them ponchos in the team store. If you take a look at the video board, you can see them. And somehow walk from Yankee Stadium to the Metro North Station in a downpour. Now, in case you can't tell, my son looks utterly exhausted. My daughter is very happy. You'll see why in a minute. But in typical dad fashion, I forgot to buy one for myself. It also turns out 3-year-olds don't move very quickly in these situations. So we all got soaked. But spoiler alert, we made it to the train, but we were all exhausted. At least my son was. My daughter was thrilled because I carried her the entire way. And if you got carried that far, you'd be happy too. But even among the chaos, which you can't tell from there, but there was chaos leading to that, I created a core memory for myself and for the kids. Not from the game itself, even though the Yankees won, but the experience. We'll always remember that day, the 3 of us, and just being with each other. This photo, this memory, the unintended consequence lasts forever. And for me, the same lesson applies to this class, the class of 2026. You were the first class I had the privilege of serving as principal from the very beginning of your high school journey. I met many of you when you walked through our doors for freshman orientation. Together, we navigated 4 years of growth, challenges, successes, disappointments, celebrations, and countless memories. And whether you can remember all the specifics now as I'm speaking, you went through incredible highs and some days that seemed impossible to get through. However, you did it together, and you'll always have those memories together. The unintended consequence of getting to know this class so well is that today you are leaving. And while that is exactly what should happen, it doesn't make it any easier. What makes this class special is not simply what you've accomplished. It is the impact you had on the people around you. You shaped the culture of this school. You challenged us to be better. You made us laugh. You made us proud. You left your mark on classrooms, stages, athletic fields, on each other, and on the hearts of all the adults who had the privilege of working with you. The truth is that schools are not defined by their physical buildings. They are defined by the people inside them. And for 4 years, this was your home, and because of you, Hauppauge High School is a better place. As you leave here tonight, I hope you recognize the power you have to create that same impact wherever life takes you next. Whether you are headed to college, the military, the workforce, a trade, or a path still unfolding before you, remember that your greatest contribution will not be what you know or what you achieve, but how you make others feel and how you influence the communities around you. While you may be leaving this building behind, please know that you are also leaving something behind far more important, a lasting impact on all of us, including me. So thank you for allowing me the privilege of being your principal, and congratulations, class of 2026. Now go and make the same impact on the world that you have made on me. Thanks. All right, now I'd like to introduce to the podium our PTSA president, Mrs. Tracy Ryan. Mrs. Ryan is also graduating today. Come on up, Mrs. Ryan. As her youngest child, her daughter Lauren will be crossing the stage tonight. Mrs. Ryan has served honorably in the president's role this year, and I'd like to now let her share some parting words with all of you. Please welcome Ms. Ryan again.
Good evening. It is truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight, not only on behalf of our PTSA, but as a fellow senior parent. Tonight we celebrate years of hard work, determination, growth, and perseverance. Each one of you has traveled a unique path filled with challenges, lessons learned, and memories that will last a lifetime. Tonight is especially meaningful to me, as I have had the pleasure of knowing and growing up with many of you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey throughout the years, whether it was an elementary school mascot, a carnival, my favorite, the middle school breakfast, cheering from the sidelines, applauding your accomplishments, and celebrating your every milestone along the way. I feel truly blessed to have been a part, and I couldn't be prouder. To our teachers, coaches, and staff, the word thank you will never be enough. You've gone above and beyond. Thank you for your countless hours of dedication, guidance, encouragement, and support that have helped our children reach this moment. To the parents, guardians, and families, it is hard to believe that we are here. Where did the time go? It feels like just yesterday we were waving to our little ones as the bus pulled away for the first time, the late nights at the table doing homework and science fair projects, early mornings packing backpacks and lunches and reminding them not to forget to give the note to the teacher. Every late night and every early morning was worth it. Just look at them. Your love, guidance, and support have been the backbone to your students' success. This accomplishment belongs to all of you as well. And I'd like to thank my children for always sharing their mom along the way. Now to our graduates. As you look around at your classmates, remember that you have all shared something truly special. You have learned together, supported one another, and created friendships that have helped shape who you are today. While your journeys may now take you in different directions, the experiences and connections you've made in Hauppauge will always be a part of you. As you begin this next chapter, whether it leads you to college, a career, military service, a trade, or another path, remember that success is not only measured by achievements, it is measured by your character, your kindness, your integrity, and the positive impact you make on others. Be courageous enough to pursue your dreams. Be resilient when obstacles arise. Be compassionate to those around you, and never underestimate the difference one person can make. Graduates, the next chapter is waiting for you. Embrace it with confidence, curiosity, and optimism. We've always believed in you, we are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. Your future is bright, your dreams are bold, and may your journey be filled with success and happiness. Hauppauge will always be your home. Please do not be a stranger. Congratulations to our class of 2026.
Thank you, Mrs. Ryan. You have big shoes to fill next year. Now, as I mentioned in my speech earlier, the parents here deserve so many congratulations as well. I also mentioned how supportive our Board of Education is in everything we do here. So now I'd like to invite Dr. Larry Craffa, a longtime board trustee and parent of a graduating senior tonight, his son Michael, to help impart some wisdom upon our graduates. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Craffa to the podium.
Thank you. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, staff, and everyone who somehow found parking. See some people parked up on the hill, pretty cool, great idea. But as a member of the Board of Education, and more importantly, as the father of one of tonight's graduates, it's an incredible honor to stand here before you. I've had the privilege of watching many of you grow up over the years. I've seen you excel in the classroom, dominate on the athletic fields, shine on the stage, perform beautiful music, volunteer in the community, and somehow still find time to make TikToks about it. When I started thinking about this speech, I considered AI to write it for me, especially because most of my free time over the last few weeks was spent watching the Knicks destroy everyone they ran into in the playoffs. Right. So I asked AI, please write me a funny graduation speech. So ChatGPT wrote a great speech for me in exactly 5 seconds. A day later, I received an email from our high school principal asking me for a copy of my speech in advance so we could put it in the binder on the podium. This kind of ruined it for me because I figured he would run my speech through AI detector, and I wanted to follow the same rules that all of you have to follow. So I decided to write this one for myself. You're all graduating into a world where your phone, which is basically a supercomputer in your pocket that can answer almost any question, and your watch knows that you're stressed before you even know it. Your generation has lived through a lot. You've experienced rapid change, uncertainty, and challenges that no textbook could have prepared you for. You adapted to remote learning, wearing masks at school, changing technology, and a world moving faster than ever before. And that adaptability and resilience is your superpower. Your generation has grown up with technology changing almost every single day. AI can write essays, create artwork, and compose music, and even make videos that look real. But here's something AI can't do. It can't replace your kindness. It can't replace your friendships that you've built. It can't replace the feeling of scoring the winning goal, landing the lead role, hearing applause after a concert, solving a difficult problem, or celebrating together after years of hard work. Those moments all belong to you. One thing I've learned is that schools are about so much more than grades. They're about people. They're about teachers who stayed after school to help, coaches who believed in you, directors who pushed you, advisors who encouraged you, parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends who cheered you on, even if they occasionally embarrassed you doing it. I know I'm definitely guilty of that one. I've had the, finally to my son and to every graduate here tonight, your families couldn't be more proud. We've watched you become not just accomplished students, athletes, artists and musicians, and leaders, but also outstanding young adults. Please remember, if life gets confusing, you can surely ask AI, but every now and then, call an adult from my generation. Trust me, even though we're still running on the original operating system, we do have great advice. Congratulations, graduates. We can't wait to see what you do next. Good night.
Thank you again, Dr. Kraffa, and thank you again to our Board of Education for your never-ending support. Our next speaker is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Don Murphy. Instead of inviting Dr. Murphy to the podium, though, I'd like to ask all of you at this time to please direct your attention to the video scoreboard.
I watch you watching the twilight behind the
Good evening, everyone, and especially my friends in the class of 2026. As I record this message, I feel both incredibly lucky and a little heartbroken. Heartbroken because there's no place I'd rather be tonight than standing at the podium right now in front of all of you. Lucky because the reason I'm not there is deeply connected to this graduating class and the journey we've shared together. I'll explain that in a few moments. But first, let me share a photograph. This picture was taken in the summer of 2012 as I walked into district office for a board meeting in which I was first appointed and welcomed to this amazing Hauppauge family. What I didn't realize then was that many of the students sitting here tonight were just beginning their own Hauppauge educational journey as well. Over the last 14 years, our stories have been woven together. And somehow, all these years later, we've arrived at this moment together. People often ask me what I'll remember most about a graduating class. The truth is that every class leaves its own unique fingerprint on a school district, and this class has left quite the mark. I'll miss my AI conversations with Pranav. I'll miss watching Abiscato launch homers over the softball field fence. I'll miss seeing Michael on the mound and Tucker roping another leadoff hit. I'll miss Kate Oliveto finishing another point with a kill on the volleyball court. I'll miss LaChapelle and Maletti throwing TD passes, and Pastrito and Condos hauling them in. I'll miss saying one of my favorite names in the history of Hauppauge schools, Tarasenko. I'll miss talking Lucky Duck with Neil and Nick. I'll miss the performances of Jacob and Amelia. I'll miss hearing Angelina and Aiden lift their voices in the chamber choir. I'll miss learning from Kenza at Brookhaven National Lab. I'll miss grabbing a slice and seeing Manny at one local spot and Lexi at another. I'll miss seeing Ava, Jenna, and countless other students who I've watched grow up. I'll miss Jacob and Kate and the examples they set as leaders of this graduating class. And I'll miss Hannah's grace and thoughtful updates at our Board of Education meetings. But what I'll miss most isn't any single moment or accomplishment. It's the spirit of this class. The kindness you've shown one another, the friendships you've built, and the way you've reminded us that success is about more than individual achievement. And the truth is, qualities like those rarely develop by accident. They are often taught, modeled, reinforced over thousands of ordinary moments that over time become extraordinary. As I prepared for tonight, I asked many of you a simple question. If you could say one thing to your parents at graduation, what would it be? Your answers are worth sharing. Angelina Clemente, thank you for giving me the opportunities to thrive. Thank you for the sacrifices I saw and didn't see. Thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. Vincent Fusco, thank you for showing me how to become a better man. I love you both. Gavin O'Brien, thank you for everything. Literally every bit of success I have had in my life is from you guys. Jacob Solomon, thank you for being my guiding white light and my safety net my whole life. I'd be nowhere without the comfort and kindness of you guys. And Kaylee Collins, thank you for all the late nights and early mornings that you had to pick me up and take me to practice. And most importantly, thank you for being my rock and my best friends throughout my whole Hauppauge school experience. I could go on and on. There are many truly touching responses. And it's clear all of you realize behind every graduate is someone who sacrificed, encouraged, sat through concerts and games, worried and believed in you before you may have truly believed in yourselves. And honestly, somewhere along the way here in crafting this speech, I stopped reading your responses only as your superintendent. I started reading them also as a dad. And that brings me back to the photograph I showed you earlier. When that picture was taken in the summer of 2012, there were two little girls standing beside me. Over the years, I've had the privilege of watching thousands of Hauppauge students grow up, and also those two little girls holding my hands 14 years ago. Tonight, one of them graduates alongside all of you. It feels like yesterday that this picture was taken, and now somehow we are here, all of us. Class of 2026, thank you for letting our stories be woven together. We are so proud of you. We believe in you. And we can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations to this graduate, Ella, and congratulations to the Hauppauge class of 2026.
Slowly swim away, as lies in time, to a place that I can be. There's There's no apologies, just go on. Just go on. Yes, there's so many things I wanna say to you. But go
All right, thank you again to Dr. Murphy. That was not live, by the way. That was pre-recorded. And in case anyone's wondering, we are not changing the name of our mascot to Theagles. We are the Eagles. Just want you to know that, in case you were looking at the video board. That is getting fixed. Let's go Theagles. But thank you again, Dr. Murphy. But now we're going to transition in our program to hearing from the students. So I would now like to welcome Calvin Nee, one of our graduating seniors, to make his way up to the podium. Let's hear it for Calvin as he approaches the podium. Calvin's going to read the class poem. Calvin, well, as he approaches the podium, I'll let you all know it is a special tradition here in Hauppauge, as our English department has a contest every year to determine who should deliver the graduation poem. So Calvin was one of many entries, and his was selected by the department as the winner. It's on the cover of your programs if you want to follow along, but now Calvin will read it. Calvin, take it away.
The ink dries, and with that, the final page is turned. The tassel swings, a signal to the sky that wings are ready to take flight. No longer bound and ready to be spread. The bells and familiar walls waves, a greater world, a wider journey calls. The charted maps we held are folded up and gone, to make way for a blank canvas. The road ahead is unpaved and unknown, a garden where your brightest seeds are sown. So step with courage, let your spirit burn, for there is no time to fear. Your story isn't finished with this day, it's simply where the prologue fades away. The door is open and the path is clear. Your future starts exactly now and here. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Calvin. And that was the perfect way to segue us to the next part of the program. Tonight is just the end of the beginning for all your stories, or as Calvin put it, the prologue. So we will now be hearing from two of the most outstanding students I've ever gotten a chance to know, our salutatorian and our valedictorian, to deliver some words to the graduating class, starting with our salutatorian, Kate Marietta. Kate, please make your way to the podium. And let's all welcome Kate, who will be attending the University of Notre Dame this fall. Kate, starts right there. Good to go.
Good evening, Hauppauge faculty, families, and fellow graduates. I am honored to be speaking on behalf of the class of 2026 and to celebrate this remarkable milestone with you all. First and foremost, I would be remiss if I did not formally thank the people who have supported me throughout my life and guided me to this stage today. To my mom and dad, no words will suffice. Thank you for constantly empowering me to become the best version of myself and for believing in me in everything that I do. I would not be where I am today without you. To my brother, thank you for being my role model in every aspect of life, and I'll try not to bother you too much at school next year. To my amazing friends, thank you for being the reason why I came to school most days. And to my teachers, thank you for shaping my educational journey through your compassion and enthusiasm for learning. This is undoubtedly a moment that has been long anticipated by both myself and the peers surrounding me. It is the culmination of years of grueling study sessions, intense extracurricular involvement, and immeasurable fortitude. On the surface, today may feel only like a celebration of quantifiable academic achievements, a reward for the grades on your transcript. But in reality, it symbolizes something much more significant: your work ethic, resilience, and the overall content of your character. To have reached this point means that you have likely faced adversities over the past 4 years and chose to view them as opportunities for betterment rather than forms of limitation. Graduation is both a recognition of this tenacity and a quiet reminder that the unique paths before us will present similar challenges and moments of growth. With this in mind, I implore you to question yourself. What will you do with the identity your high school experience has helped you formulate? What do you want to achieve in the future, and how will this moment propel you towards making these goals a reality? Truthfully, there is nothing I can say that would offer perfect answers to these questions. Instead, it is your choice to continue testing yourself, to be uncomfortable, and to take risks that will define your future. It is up to you to create the life that you desire. It is your responsibility to make mistakes and learn the lessons that will guide you towards your version of success. If there's anything that I have learned from my time at Hauppauge, it is that your mindset can either be your greatest asset or your most detrimental hindrance. If you believe that you are incapable of accomplishing seemingly unrealistic goals or inspiring positive change in the world around you, then you will condemn yourself to this mediocrity. So instead of doing that, choose to use this independent thought and ability to your advantage. Inspire yourself to do good for others, have confidence in your abilities, and refuse to settle for less than what you ultimately deserve. As you continue on whichever path you have chosen for yourself, be it attending college, joining the military, or pursuing an alternative route, remember that happiness and success does not simply come to you at random. You must first believe yourself to be worthy of living your ideal life and then actively work towards achieving it. That being said, I am excited to stalk you all on Instagram and see where life takes you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We did it. I would now like to introduce and congratulate your class of 2026 valedictorian and my close personal friend, Jacob Wolmetz.
Good evening, administrators, teachers, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2026. For those who don't know me, my name is Jacob Wolmetz, and for those of you who do, I'm sure you're just as surprised as I am that they trusted me with this microphone. In all seriousness, I am truly honored to be up here today addressing you all. I've spent the last few weeks reflecting on my 12 years in Hauppauge as I struggled with what I wanted to say tonight. So, I thought back to all the special moments that we've shared together as a class, from the kindergarten circus, where I was an incredible lion tamer, to the field days that always culminated in super competitive tug-of-war competitions, to the 5th grade Broadway trip, to the interesting years that defined our middle school experience. And then we finally made it to high school, where we shared countless memories, grew as individuals, and learned everything from derivatives to how to escape the parking lot quickly after 2:15. And now we're here. Next year, whether you're heading off to college, to trade school, or straight into the workforce, there's going to be a lot of pressure to have it all figured out, to have a perfect 10-year plan. And I'm sure you felt a wave of that this past spring when every single extended family member interrogated you about your future plans, with good intentions, surely, but it was stressful nonetheless. But I want to take this opportunity to let you in on a little secret, which is that most of us don't actually have it all figured out. And if you do, I love your confidence. I want to remind all of you that it's okay not to know what the future holds. For those of you who might think that I have it all figured out because I'm standing up here, I would like to assure you that I do not, as my mom can attest. I literally did not decide where I was going to college until 2 days before the absolute final deadline. I also spontaneously rewrote my entire college essay 1 week before I had to submit it. The truth is that most of us are still becoming who we want to be. And that's what makes this next chapter so exciting. It's entirely yours to write. So, go chase your biggest goals and your biggest dreams, take the risks that scare you, go after what you want, because time moves incredibly fast. But in the middle of all of that chasing and risk-taking, I implore you to not lose sight of what matters most. If I could leave you with one piece of advice this evening, it's this. Don't be so focused on where you're going that you forget the people around you. Call your friends, FaceTime your family, show up for people, be kind even when it's inconvenient for you. Because when you look back on your time in Hauppauge and later on your time in college, you're not going to remember every grade you received or every test you took, you're going to remember the people. The memories that I'm taking with me from high school are certainly not the IB exams I took or last-second cramming for calculus tests. It's things like our trip to France, exploring Paris with my best friends, and accidentally locking ourselves out of our room twice. It's the natural Hauppauge trainings and the Model UN conferences. Shout out Ms. Griffin and Mr. Sheehan. It's the random conversations in class and the moments with my friends that I'll remember most. Life is not linear. I promise you that you will fail, you will cry, you will experience moments when you feel totally and utterly lost. I know this because I've been there. And yes, I recognize how immensely hypocritical this may sound coming from me. I've spent a massive chunk of the last 4 years visibly stressed out over every single homework assignment, test, and project. And many of you have watched me do it. I convinced myself that they were the deciding moments of my life. They were not, I promise you. I frankly don't even remember what most of those assignments were. But I do remember the people that I went through it with, and that's what I'm proudest of. Not my GPA, not my college acceptances, not even the cords and stoles that I have on right now. I'm proudest of the people I met and the memories I shared with all of you. And with that in mind, it does not elude me that I wouldn't be up here today without some incredibly special people. To everyone in this school district, the amazing teachers, guidance counselors, social workers, lunch ladies, hall monitors, and so many more, I wish I could thank all of you individually, but I do think the award show music would start playing to cut me off. But seriously, they say that the people make the place, and you all make this community exactly what it is, often without enough recognition. Thank you. To my friends who are always down for a late night Sonic run, a Phoebe Bridgers or Kesha concert, or a trip to Sunken Meadow, you know exactly who you are, and I wouldn't be up here without you. Thank you. Now, to all the parents, guardians, and families sitting in the audience tonight, thank you for your endless support. None of us would be crossing this stage in just a few short minutes without you. Thank you for the rides before we learned to drive, listening to our constant complaining, and just generally putting up with us for the last 18 years. On a personal note, I want to thank my family, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts, uncles, and cousins, my sister Emily, who is my genuine inspiration and my best friend, and who has generously spent 18 years keeping me humble. Above all else, I need to thank my mom, my biggest supporter, my role model, the Lorelai Gilmore to my Rory. Mom, you are the strongest person I've ever met. I would not be up here without you. I love you. And to my dad, I wish you could be here tonight. It's always been for you. Class of 2026, I am immensely proud of each one of you and cannot wait to see all that you accomplish. Congratulations.
All right, that was incredible. Thank you, Jacob. And to clarify, I know Jacob was talking about, the next part. We're about to be calling the students up. He was not referring to me coming up as being an exciting part of the ceremony. We're about to call the students in just a short minute. So just a quick brag about Jacob and Kate one more time. I mentioned Kate is attending Notre Dame, and Jacob will be attending Harvard this fall, where I'm sure he'll be making as big of a mark as he is leaving here. So good luck to you. I know we're all so proud of how much you both and all of you have accomplished, but for you two, not just as students, but as the people you've become, and it's so much fun to see best friends get to experience this moment together. So now is going to be the moment you've all been waiting for. So we will now call up the graduates to receive their diplomas and cross the stage as high school graduates. I'd like to invite at this time Mr. Campanelli, our Director of Guidance, to the front podium. He will be reading the names tonight, and he does a fabulous job of doing so. I'd also like to invite Mrs. Keller to approach the bottom of the steps to my left, and for our class advisors and administrators in attendance to join her and help congratulate the students as they approach the stage. Students, Mrs. Keller, or someone at the bottom of the steps here, will be handing you your diploma covers as you come onto the stage. I ask that our class officers, our valedictorian and salutatorian, arrange to my left and greet your classmates as we practiced. And once all names are called, you'll exit the stage to get your diploma covers and re-enter once your name is called. I'll ask Mr. Barchet to remain on stage with me, but I'll ask our Board of Education trustees and central office team to stand at the bottom of the steps to my right with Mr. Wald to congratulate our graduates as they exit the stage. You can do that at this time. And students, try to remember what we practiced. Mrs. Ferrara will come to your row and ask your row to stand. You'll then walk up. You'll be handed a diploma cover and come up the steps, walk across the stage when your name is called. Do a quick fist bump or high five with the class officers and Val and Sal, and then be ready for a photo as you approach me. Our photographer will be right here. See where I'm pointing. So let's make the moment count. To our guests in attendance, if you can, please limit the sounds and applause so all names can be clearly heard, but feel free to take as many photos as you like. And students, after you exit the stage, please see the counselors in the tent. The folder you get is very, very important. Please don't leave it here tonight, and then you'll return to your seats as we practiced. Before starting, though, I would be remiss if I didn't extend my gratitude quickly to Ms. Clark and Mrs. Coppola, our class advisors. They served as outstanding class advisors for 4 years. You helped continue all the great traditions we've started over the last few years, and you even helped bring back a senior trip, which hadn't existed in decades. You also organized so many fun things for these students, such as the theme days on the 26th of every month. Prom was also perfect in every way. You really made high school special for these students, so let's hear it one more time quickly for Ms. Clark and Mrs. Coppola. All right, so now without further ado, I'd like to ask all of our graduates to please stand. To Mr. Barchet and all of our guests tonight, I present to you the Hauppauge High School class of 2026. Let's hear it for them one time as a group. Now let's get to the names. Mrs. Ferrara, please send the first row.
Christina Caputo. Louis Fusaro. Ryan Genovese. Jemiah Madison. Ariana Ress. Madeline Rohde. Abiha Sadiq. Layla Spezio. Emma Cherslin. Pranav Vijayababu. Tiana Yip. Calvin Nee. Chrysalyn Abruscato. Joseph Bayer.
All right, Kristen, no more homers.
Aiden Buscarino. Angelina Clemente. Dylan Coyne. Amelia DeLuca. Madison Forgione. Dominique Glasheen. Angelina Hintz. Jake Lewandowski. Evan Lombardi. Salvatore Mosha. Gabriella Robinson. Jacob Solomon. Juliana Stallone. Leangela Uloa. Chanel Young. Adnan Adzemovich. Blake R. Nicholas Alabre. Juan Alegria. Bella Almonte. Matthew Aparicio. Anthony Aquilino. Carlos Argueta. Rowan Ashby. Matt Aversa. Kathleen Barr. Catherine Bartone. Brendan Beauchamp. Natalie Beccarelli. Davis Beck. Braden Beltrani. Owen Bento. Alyssa Bergerette. Ayumi Bermudez Paez.
Congratulations. Careful on the steps. Keep walking.
Nikias Bambani.
Congratulations. Keep walking.
Joseph Bono.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Come to
Tucker Brown.
me. Right here, sweetheart. Careful on the steps. Keep walking.
Rachel Budke.
Great job, sweetheart. Careful on the steps. Keep walking.
James Burns.
Keep walking.
Mike Burton.
Come right here, sweetheart. Careful on the steps.
Isabella Calcagni.
Careful on the steps.
Genesis Canales.
Careful on the steps. Keep walking.
Terrence Keene.
Careful on the steps.
Liv Carroll.
Take this, sweetheart.
LaRon Carter. Mateo Casal.
Take this and be careful.
David Castellanos. Anthony Castro.
Congratulations. Keep going, honey. Keep going.
Juan Catalan Castro.
Here you go, sweetheart. Take this. Congratulations.
All right, Anthony.
Okay, now go.
Chris Chilas.
Careful on the steps, please. Take this.
Catherine Chang.
Right here, honey. Careful on the steps.
Bryce Choi.
Come right here, sweetheart. Careful on the steps.
Matthew Sierra.
Keep going, keep going. Careful on the steps.
Kaylee Collins.
Right here, sweetheart. Careful on the steps.
Olivia Condos.
Here you go, honey. Thank you. Careful on the steps.
Andrew Conjema.
Keep walking. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Conti.
Watch the long gown on the steps. Careful. Keep
Nicolette Conti.
Congratulations, honey. Keep walking. Careful on the steps.
Thomas Corso.
Careful on the steps.
Carly Cowan.
Here you go. Nice and slow on the steps.
Michael Craffa.
Keep walking, sweet girl. Take this. Careful.
Samantha Crater.
Take this and then go up. Next one.
Giuseppe Cusimano.
Mr. DeSico, congratulations.
Joseph DeSico.
Right here, honey. Take this.
Noah Di Cristofaro.
Come right here. Careful on the steps. Take this and use the ramp.
Cassie Delgado. Ava Delacurti.
Congratulations.
Ryan DeLuca.
Careful on the steps.
Abigail DeSantis. Nick DiLorenzo.
Careful on the steps.
Jack DiPasquale.
Careful on the steps, okay?
Catherine DeTuro.
Here you go, honey. Keep walking. Careful on the steps.
Roman Dixon.
Right here, honey. Grab this and up the steps.
Carter Dolan. Brandon Dowds.
Slow down a little bit.
Addison Drake. Sophia Duarte.
Here you go, honey. One more spin. Grab this.
Lily Dubshinsky.
Grab this.
Jacob Dukowski.
Right here, sweetheart. And up the steps. Careful.
Lucas Eaton.
Right here, honey. Careful and slow.
Wally Faze.
Right here, honey. Careful.
Braden Farney.
Good for you. Here you go, honey.
Caitlin Fastag.
Right
Sabrina Fazio. Jude Fecto. Valentino Fernandez. Sophie Fletcher. Jacqueline Flood. Nicole Florio. Braylon Flynn. Sean Foley. Alexa Fortune. Vincent Fusco. Caesar Garcia. Sienna Gardner. Logan Gardner. Jenna Gennari. Joseph Gentili. John Geraputo. Delilah Moon Gladle. Nadia Golemi. Elizabeth Gomer. Holly Gomer. Jaden Gonzalez. Gianna Gardino. Ian Hedgespeth. Joseph Heller. Katie Herrick. Isabella Hockman. John Holchi. Samuel Honore. Luca Harancic. Noah Hutzler. Ava Iaboni. Olivia Iacono. Ava Importuna. Mia Isernio. Deborah Jacob. Oscar Jakubowski. Alexander Jones. Mackenzie Giuliano. Rihanna Kabir. Matthias Kalitzis. Dara Kelly. Sean Khan. Sumaya Khan. Aiden Kildale. Rachel Kim. Bella Kirk. Brendan Kirk. Tanner Class. Brett Coster. Anna Krilovich. Michaela Kunkel. Matthew Kunkel. Madeline Curavilla. Daniela Quachi. Ethan Kyle. Nicholas LaChapelle. Sophia Lambros. Hannah LeVay. Ruben Lewin. Rennie Lewis. Samantha Lemoncello. Jenna Lipsky. Mia Lobos. Madison Luazu. Gabrielle Lepresti. Austin Mahoney. Edward Mallon. James Mancuso. Malik Manigat. Manny Mantega. Sierra Mantega. Jack Manzella.
Yeah, Jack!
Lily Manzella. Juliana Martinez. Joel Matthew. Nolan McAlevey. Andrew McKean. Kira McKechnie. Su Yi Mei. Jorge Mena Ledesma. Julia Manella. Taylor Maletti. Malachi Mills. Critton Mittal. James Mochia. Joe Manda. Haley Morello. Lily Mortimer. Luke Musto. Liam Nally. Mohammed Nasser. Angelina Negri. John David Nelson. Jacob Nicholas.
Oh, in the pocket.
Connor Nixon. Emily Norris. Hope Nullet. Ram Nuti. Gavin O'Brien. Caitlin Olivetto. Angela Orellana. Lex Ortiz. Elvis Osmanov. Corey Paolillo. Catalina Ignacia Para Araya. Jake Perrette. Justin Pearsall. Lucia Perez. Vinesh Persad. Tristan Pierre Lewis. Luke Pipia. Gianna Pisk. Joe Pistrito. Ava Polidoro. Daniel Porcelli. Jack Pring. Tiffany Puerto. Daniel Quattrucci. David Quintanilla. Juliana Raganuth. Eric Ramirez. Kiara Isabella Ramos Navarrete. Brandon Reedy. Dominic Rivera. Emily Robinson. Olivia Rosario. Lauren Ryan.
Kenza Sadiq. Megan Sahadashni. Kaylani Sanchez. Ryan Sapagay. Ariel Serbalon Alvarez. Chase Shapiro. Laura Shahada. Neville Simpson. Yulani Singh. Sean Slicer. Quinn Smith. Josh Snell. Constantinos Sorlis. Alex Spano. Brett Spires. Janelle St. John Staton. Laura Stephanie.
Extra special. That's right.
Sean Steinhardt. Griffin Stewart. Elizabeth Sussman. Alexandra Snurkowski. Gwendolyn Tafla. Brooke Tarasenko. Joshua Trope. Benjamin Valone. Alyssa Vo. Anthony Vocilla. Milana Wakulich. Joanna Ward. Happy birthday, John Nathan Wells. Alexandra Wetterhahn. Neil Wadwa. Liam White. Sweta Yavas. Martin Zamorano Escobar. Kristen Zangri.
We know all your names. We're fine. I'll put an order after. Just come down.
Do you want to just come down?
Just come down. Just come down. And then know your names. I'll take the cards from you. What's your name? I don't know. Got it. Gary, you know everything. Turn around, honey. Trinity, you okay? Okay, go ahead.
Trinity Garcia. Juliana Asambaya. Serena Narang.
Wait, grab with the left. I actually almost wrote your name on the card.
Hannah Horton. Catherine Marietta.
What's this one? What's my name?
And Jacob.
And Jacob Wolmitz.
We're just going hug. I think we
Hug? Yeah, I think we're going to hug.
Congrats. All right, let's hear it again for our amazing graduates. Here we go. All right, everyone, we're just about at the finish line. But I would now like to introduce Mr. Dave Barchet, our school board president, to come up for some final notes and the official send-off for the class of 2026. There you go.
right, before the final step of certifying the class, I want to take a moment and recognize some special individuals in attendance today. In Hauppauge, we are always intentional throughout the year about recognizing our local heroes. As we celebrate our soon-to-be graduates, let us also recognize those who help to serve as role models for all of our students. I would like to ask members of the Hauppauge community in attendance today who work as police officers, firefighters, or first responders, including retirees, to please stand and remain standing to be honored. Next, let us honor members of the Hauppauge community in attendance today who currently serve in the armed forces or who are veterans of the armed forces. Please stand to be celebrated. And lastly, in the class of 2026, we have a special individual who deserves the spotlight. Ariana Ress is committing to serve in the armed forces and will take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America upon graduation. She will attend RPI on a full naval ROTC scholarship. Please stand. And let us give one more ovation to all the selfless individuals who stood before us tonight. We are so grateful to all of you, our hometown heroes. You are a tremendous part of what makes Hauppauge such a special place, and on behalf of the board and the district, I thank you so much for your service. You may all be seated. Thank you. Now, Hauppauge High School class of 2026, please stand. It is my pleasure, on the authority granted to the Board of Education by the Board of Regents of the State of New York, to certify the class of 2026 as graduates of Hauppauge High School. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left side of your head. You have officially graduated. Congratulations.
Goodbye.